Welcome to Alchymist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Nash is stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League here at the Tatajuba Kite Fest. We have a long history of big air kiting, having won the first 2 Red Bull King of the Airs here on Maui, the birthplace of big air riding, and boy has the sport come a long way since then. And we're all about it, you know, with the Pivot and the Phoenix. Big air is a big part of our DNA, and we're stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League that supports the riders to see where they can take kiting into the future. So yeah, rip it up.
That scoring system with that live scoring was incredible. And to be honest, that was a much better system than King of the Airs live scoring.
I think it's the #1 scoring system around, so definitely go check that out. Heatscoring.com.
I've got to give a massive shout out to Michael Erickson. He was there every second of it, watching the scoring from a distance and helping our judging team.
Welcome back. This is day 3 of the 2022 Alchymist TatajubaFest. We're here in Tatajuba, Brazil with Mike McDonald. How's it going, mate?
Super good, brother. A little bit of feedback over here, though. How do we avoid that, guys? All right, so yesterday was super cool. We saw the finals of the 2nd division, which was taken by a local rider, Carlos Magno. Super well done to him. And at the end of the day, we saw some incredible riding from the 1st division riders. Got us super psyched. And yeah, we're going to start off today with the women's division. Ray, what do you think about this women's division?
Oh, man, this is what a lot of people are waiting for. The level in the women's big air kiteboarding scene has really stepped it up in the last 6 months. And so I think we're going to see a new level of women's kiteboarding, quite frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I don't want to say there's any particular woman to look out for, but one thing that's really impressed me the past few days is the amount of women going for kite loop board-offs, and even Michaeli Sol doing a boogie board-off with added rotation. I mean, she's so new to big air, and to be progressing this fast is absolutely insane. So I'm even more excited for the women's than I am for the men, to be honest.
Yeah, that's certainly true. And now, Mike, I know a lot of people are wondering about the run of show today. What's the plan for today's competition?
Cool, guys. So we're going to kick it off with some amazing FPV drone footage from our dude Carlos Robles from Colombia. And, guys, I hope you saw that FPV footage from yesterday. That was insane. So we're going to have the first 4 heats. That's round 1 of the women's division. And straight after round 1, if the wind is sufficient, we're going to go into the 1st division. So, guys, stay tuned, and it's going to be insane. But, yeah, guys, we've had some interesting changes in the competition. One of our riders has not managed to make it from Colombia, from Cabo de la Vela. Super talented rider, Jamaica. We were really excited to see him ride, but unfortunately hasn't made it in time. So in his place is going to be none other than Aaron Hadlow, former, I don't even know how many times, world champion. And yeah, we're very excited to have him here today.
Wow, that's massive news.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, just as Mike said, we're going to be kicking things off shortly here, and we've got a whole lineup of great interviews in the Real Talk segment. So be sure to stay tuned for all the exciting action and interviews.
Yeah.
You.
Guys, real talk.
You can try all you want, but you can't change me. I am stronger than you could ever hope to be. You don't deceive me. I see through no screens. Throw away your love.
All right, welcome back to Real Talk. I'm here with none other than Aaron Hadlow, who will be competing in today's competition, which is pretty incredible. How's it going, man?
Very well, man. Yeah, got some good news this morning, or unfortunate news that one of the riders couldn't make it actually. But yeah, it was hard to hear because when travel plans and things don't work out, that's always tough when you know the competition's happening. But show must go on. There was a spot available, and yeah, found out this morning that I could jump into the competition and yeah, give it a go up against all the guys here now.
Amazing. Now, you're never going to turn down an opportunity, right, for competition here?
It was never in my plans. I mean, I came here to check out the event. I've been coming to the previous couple to kind of support, check out the talents, and yeah, see how the series is going. But yeah, because I was here in town, been riding a bunch, and yeah, feeling good, and opportunity came up. Let's go.
Awesome. And you've been working a lot on developing kites with duotone as well, and pushing the next generation.
Yeah.
Are you finding that Tatajuba is a nice kind of mix of all that?
Yeah, here in the north of Brazil in general, it's just been amazing. It's the first time back for me in quite a while, a few years, and yeah, mixing a bit of product development and the past few months, yeah, working with some of the younger generation and especially some of the duotone Groms here on the tour as well, doing super well. You know, Andrea, Beto, Lorenzo, these kids are just ripping at the moment. And yeah, come to Brazil as well for, you know, around a month or so to work on my own riding as well and really kind of, you know, step it up to the level it needs to be at to put it to some of the kids nowadays.
Right on. Yeah, and so tell us a little bit about that, working with the young folks and tuning kites. Are they giving you real-time feedback and you're making changes to kites, or?
Yeah, definitely. The process goes on, especially at duotone and for all brands as well. But yeah, we're just constantly working on new things, learning about each kite. And out here I have a couple that we try on the side, just changing settings, trying to tune them up. And we just have to push it because, you know, big air is a big part of the sport, and each discipline needs specific kites, and we're trying to really work on, you know, taking the kites to the next level and something that will grow with also the next generation of the kids here.
What kind of characteristics in a kite are these big air riders really looking for nowadays?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, things have changed so much since the days of the sea kite, and now with big air becoming, yeah, more about height and extremity. And you just need to have something really agile, I think, something that you can kind of place the kite where you want it to be, and that makes you choose a style that you want to go with. So, you know, you can have a kite that you can loop easily. Maybe that helps you to learn the tricks, but then you obviously want to be able to have a kite that you can also place in the power zone, and, you know, start putting the risk levels a bit higher, and that will, you know, allow you to kind of choose your route and how you want to portray your style in big air.
Absolutely, yeah. It's such a nice balance between the riders and the gear, and you seem to be right at the center of that. So it's really cool, and also competing. So we're really excited to see that today, and stay tuned for that action. Thanks for coming through the lounge, Aaron.
Cool, thanks, man.
Choo.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
I am Fazenda Moreias, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Sierra. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreias.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
All right, welcome back to Real Talk. We got none other than the real Stig in the lounge right now. How's it going, man?
Thank you. Very well. Feeling prepared, feeling ready, feeling fresh, energetic. So yeah, couldn't ask for anything more.
Man, so as of late, we've been seeing a lot of Instagram reels and footage of you jumping over things. My palms are sweating when I see this. Walk us through that process of building up the courage to do such a thing.
To be honest, like, they scare me out quite a bit, but they give such a adrenaline rush in a different way than like learning new tricks. There's like a different aspect of the sport that I really love doing as well. So yeah, I don't know, like it's a bit of that creative side of me, as well as that adrenaline junkie and competitive, like trying to do things you don't feel comfortable doing. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix of everything, but I like it, and you guys seem to love it, so
yeah, people love it.
Keep on doing it.
It's a nice mix. Like you said, it's a little creative. Do you feel like you're scratching a creative itch when you're making that?
Yes, for sure. Like as soon as I arrive to a spot, I see certain things. I'm like, oh, I could jump off that, or I could do this, or could do that, and I don't know. Just I like that. I really like that freedom aspect of the kiting as well. No.
Yeah, totally, and it seems to complement your style and your adrenaline-seeking nature as well. Very different than competition riding.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that sometimes eats into your training time, and
I mean, most of the sessions are like, most of those filming sessions I do is like after a training session, actually, because I feel fired up for like an hour, and then after that the battery starts slowly like getting out of energy. So then I start doing those kind of things, because it's mostly just jumping or doing simple bordos. It's not like very hard and technical tricks. So yeah, I always have the energy and drive to do that, but I usually do it after the training session, so nothing gets in each other's way.
So after your heat, we might see you jumping over a boat or something like that, just
Maybe.
To get it out.
If there's a boat in the middle of the area, we'll definitely do it.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. And so we're about to see the women's division go. The level of riding has really stepped up, as we mentioned, as in the men's divisions as well. What is your strategy for training? Do you kind of lock yourself in a lagoon for a month, or what's the ideal training strategy?
I'm always better by myself. Like, it's nice sometimes to be around with friends and training together, because you want to show off and push your tricks together and like show that what you've learned. But I feel like for me, what personally works the best is just be by myself in that lagoon, and be able to go and crash and do my thing without anyone looking at me, because like, I don't know, I just like to be just me and myself and I when I train tricks. And at the moment it's kind of hard because everyone's here for the comp, but I'll stick around for a bit longer after the comp to train for the upcoming events and competitions. So yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice little session that you'll get after the competition and training for future competitions in your little Stig laboratory.
Exactly,
lagoon.
exactly. And we're
That's
working
cool.
on this we're going to make a movie with Nash, 2-week trip through Brazil. So it's also nice to scout around a little bit and see what kind of things we can do and put on video. So also stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Stig is a super creative person, and it shows in everything that he puts out on Instagram and all media outlets. So be sure to check him out. And we'll be seeing some of him later today. What heat are you in?
I'm in heat number 7. So it's gonna be a while, but
okay,
definitely prepared.
Yeah, stay tuned for Heat 7 and Stig keeping it real out there. Thanks for
guys.
coming by.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
New to the Surfer app. Accurate session tracking with just a smartwatch. Available now for Apple Watch and currently being developed for Wear OS. Are you just learning to jump or sending massive airs? The watch tracks it all.
Let's try to predict this jump. Height 8.0. 7.9.
All right, welcome back to the lounge. I'm here with Carlos. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, Ray? Doing great. Beautiful day today.
Beautiful day, and Now, last year you were competing in backhoe competitions, and this year you're doing a different kind of flying in this competition.
Yes. Last year I was here competing. The level was insane. I was lucky to make it to round 2. This year I'm like, okay, I haven't been able to train as much. Back home I don't have as much wind as I would like, but I still wanted to come here, be with all the guys. And I asked Mike, hey, I haven't seen FPV footage on competition before. I think I can do this. This is gonna be my first time just being with the entire media team, so it was a challenge for me. And yesterday was a great day. Everyone was happy with the footage, getting better with it, so that the final, you guys will be able to see everything from my angle and have fun with it as well.
Oh man, the footage that we're seeing out of that is just incredible. Following the riders right like that, and you know, to someone who's not immersed in the world of FPV drone piloting or flying, it looks quite dangerous. Could you give us a little assurance that everything is in control there? Or
Right, for sure. Yes, I mean, there is risk. I'm flying very close to the riders, but I like to see it just like when I started learning how to kite, right? It was dangerous. I had a lot of power in my hands with the kite, and I could, things can go wrong. But with practice, with reps, just like everything, the more practice that you put into, the more control that you have. I don't feel like I'm risking anyone or myself as well. So just enjoy the footage, because it's going to be great. And what's going to come up next in the next couple of days, it's going to be awesome.
All right, awesome. Yeah, Carlos is all, you can see he's got 2 headsets there, and when he's in the drone, you're completely immersed. It's like a sensory stimulation tank that you're in.
Correct, and you know, for me, I've always struggled with keeping myself focused. Sitting in a classroom when I was in high school was very tough, but just like with kitesurfing, the drone, I get in my zone and I focus 100% present, and that's why I love flying. I'm very, very passionate about flying and bringing these images to you guys.
All right, well, you heard it here in the zone with the drone. Carlos, looking forward to seeing all this amazing footage, and we're just moments away from getting into the first heat of the women's, so stay tuned.
Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ray.
My dude, thank you. All right, welcome back to the lounge. We have a familiar face here, Mike McDonald, stopping in yet again. He's going to give us a little update on conditions as well as a little description about what the Big Air Kite League mandates, essentially, for the competitions to be a go.
Cool. All right, we have ourselves on the stream. Classic. You can give me that, brother. That's all good. So, guys, right now at the competition, we have about, I'd say about 20, low 20 knots of wind, and we want to have 25 knots plus in order to run it. So we're just waiting for it to pick up, so hang in there. We see there's a good 400 of you on the stream. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. And yeah, we figured it would be a nice time to share a little bit of info with you about how we judge these competitions. So yeah, I mean, how's about this? If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments and we can have a little conversation with you.
Oh yeah, that sounds awesome.
Damn, that was a great idea, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly. And maybe while we're waiting for some questions to come in, we can talk a little bit about this special spot. Now, you know, a vast amount of the planet is water, but not all of it is flat water. And this lagoon here is very special in that sense. Mike, do you want to talk a little bit about the competition area?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, what we love about Brazil is there are these fantastic lagoons that are tucked away from the ocean. I mean, there's large amounts of coastline, but we really want to get either flat water or waves for big air riders. It's no fun riding in chop because it's really hard to build up speed so that you can have a lot of power in the kite, and it's really hard to get a good takeoff when it's choppy. So yeah, we try and give the riders the best conditions they can, the best conditions we can, so they can perform. But at the same time, it's incredible when you see the first division riders in any conditions, whether the chop is as high as a mountain or if it's butter flat, the first division riders will still kick ass.
That's right. Yeah, I feel like it could always be better, but part of the sport is making the most of what you have. Are we getting some questions in there?
Bro, we got a question there. We love you, Mike, from Yannick. Yannick, I love you, bro.
Hey.
You're the man. Stoked to see you tuning into the stream. And nice one here from Ruben Stavora. Mike, what are your aspirations for Backle? Where do you see it in 5 years? That's a fantastic question. So to me, Backle is the kiting league that can be compared to the World Surfing League. We want to be what the World Surfing League is for surfing. We want to be that for big air kiting. And I think we're pretty much sticking our flag in the ground and already kicking ass at it, but we just want to keep going strength to strength. I think, you know, a couple of years ago, we put down some goals with the team for all the different spots we wanted to run competitions in. And there's a video about that, by the way. You might want to check it out. And yeah, we haven't yet ticked off all the spots. You know, with COVID throwing a spanner in the works, we haven't been able to go to Asia. I mean, we'd love to host a comp in Penghu in Taiwan. I think it's actually pronounced Penghu. And in Pingtan in China. For me, I'd say we can say we've got a proper world tour when we're on most of the continents and giving all the riders in the world an opportunity to compete. But yeah, I think a big part of what would make us successful is, one, we want to have the best riders in the world. Tick. We want to make sure we're looking after the best riders in the world and using the leverage we have as a big organization to serve those riders and to grow and serve the partners. It's quite interesting when you think about how this whole ecosystem works in sports. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about finding sponsors who we can add value for. And we serve our sponsors, and the sponsors in turn serve us and make it possible for us to run these comps that serve these riders, give them a platform to be seen, to build their careers off of. And honestly, it's already happening. I mean, so many riders, I mean, even Nash, Ray could probably comment on Nash's perspective. So many riders are encouraged to compete and even have it written into their contracts. Guys, you got to come to Backle competitions. So I guess, does that answer the question?
Where do you want to see it in 5 years?
Where do you want to see it in 5 years? We want to be kind of like the NBA of big air kitesurfing, the World Surfing League of big air kitesurfing, to sum it up. That was a bit long-winded. Let's see some more questions. Yep, Lagoon is great, but maybe a less tide-dependent spot would be better. I totally agree with you, hey?
Yeah, this competition last year was 5 days in total. mostly because of the tide-dependent nature of the spot. And I mean, it's kind of the price you get for you pay for finding this flat water, these flat water takeoffs. How is it different than some of the other spots on the tour, Mike?
So it's totally unique in that we can run it pretty much on any given day, because Brazil and Tatajuba, it's windy every single day. Whereas other spots like Lords of Tram, we've got to have a 1 month window period, full power 1 month window period. Cape Town, we're going to have at least a 5-week window period. So whereas Brazil, we can run like more divisions, more riders, and we know we're going to get the conditions we need to run it. So it's a bit of a trade-off, because obviously we want those like 40 knots conditions, but show me somewhere where it's 40 knots every day.
And we'll have a competition there, guaranteed.
Yes. Drop it in the comments. We want to see it. And we'll check it on Google Maps and start booking tickets.
Hey, Mike, I noticed that there was somewhat of a Backle Kite giveaway going on right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, brother. So, guys, we are giving away, Nash and us, we're giving away a 9-meter pivot, an S26 model. And you guys can win that kite by heading over to bigairkite.com/pivot. So, yeah, be sure to head over there. Totally free to enter, and anybody can enter the giveaway.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Super, super cool, eh? Super cool. So, what does it need to get more women in big air? That's from Antonia. I think it's happening right now. I think it's largely about women being inspired. I mean, if you look out here at the women's fleet today, I think that they inspire a lot of younger, less experienced riders to step up and push. And I'm sure it's just in like the next few months alone, we're going to see more riders getting into the Big Air Kite League. And we're going to have to increase the women's division too.
Yeah, making more spots. Yep.
Yeah, it's currently 12 spots. So guys, you might be wondering, how do we judge these competitions? So, yeah, our judges are exceptional riders. I think just 2 days ago, I saw Lucas Cosme, one of our judges, do like a 14, 15 meter high kite loop board off late back roll, which is an insane trick. And the other judges we've got in the judging truck over here, we've got Domi pulling massive loops and massive kite loop board offs. And we've got Moraine Ploeg, massive kite loop board offs, boogies, late backs. So we make sure that we have exceptional judges. And the most important thing is that these judges, that they know how to perform the tricks themselves, and that they can see the differences in difficulty of the most advanced tricks and the less advanced ones. And what we're looking for is to reward tricks that are more difficult to pull off. We want to reward those tricks the most. So imagine this. Imagine you had, like, okay, we say a kite loop, late back roll. Imagine we took 100 riders and we say, like, if 100 riders attempt this trick, what is the success rate going to be? How many of them are going to get it right on their first try, on their second try, on their third try? And we have an estimate of the difficulty of the trick based on that. And then you push it up and you say, okay, what about a back roll kite loop, late back roll? Or what about a kite loop board off? And as you go up to more and more advanced tricks, like a doobie board off, or like what Hill's just recently done, a doobie board off double loop. Was that a doobie double loop? I can't remember. This guy is insane. But the point is, as tricks get more and more difficult, they score higher. But we don't reward tricks that are more risky. So you can look at a trick like a double loop and say, oh my God, like if he messed that trick up, he'd break both his legs. So not many people are going to do it, therefore we should score it high. And we're like, no ways. Because if we did that, we'd have guys like Yannick who go out there doing like 4 rotations with a board off and a kite loop, and a guy like me who can't keep up with them. And if my only hope of beating a guy like Yannick is to pull a double loop, I'm going to pull a double loop and break my legs again. So, yeah, it's really important that we realize the responsibility we have in this sport as an organization and as our judges, and make sure that we steer the sport in a safe direction and reward difficulty, not high risk. High difficulty, not high risk.
Now, Mike, a lot of top riders are coming in, transitioning quite rapidly from freestyle backgrounds and bringing some of that, blending their big air riding with freestyle. How will that score in Big Air Kite League, or some of those variations? What would you say for those?
I mean, they score super high, because these freestyle tricks a lot of them are enormously difficult. I mean, just holding on to the bar is extremely difficult, passing it in strong wind. So yeah, I mean, they score very well and super beautiful to watch. And yeah, there are a couple guys out here who are real standouts with the freestyle X big air combo. Like Aaron Hadlow, Jeremy Belando, and Andrea Principi catching up on that front.
Mika Sol.
Let's see if Mika's going to do a dangle or something. That could be cool. How are we doing out there? How's the wind looking?
It's definitely some wind out there. Is it enough? That's always the question.
So I'm going to keep an eye on these questions. The highest scoring trick based on pure technicality. I wouldn't say any trick should score highest just based on pure technicality. In other words, you're saying, of all the tricks we've ever seen in the world, which one would score the highest?
Or maybe what they're getting at is there is a calculator that you've designed with Big Air Kite League that helps judges in creating a score.
Absolutely.
What would be the highest combination?
I would say probably a doobie double loop would score super high. You guys can actually check it out. You go to backle.heatscoring.com/test scores, and you can get an idea of what tricks will score. But keep in mind, this does not tell the judges what to score. We use it for so many things. We use it for keeping track of what the judges are. We use it for keeping track of what the judges are recording to make sure that they're all in alignment, and we can make sure that our judges actually know what they're seeing out there. It keeps them accountable. We use it for training. Leading up to the competitions, the judges have to complete all these quizzes and stuff. And it also especially helps the riders get an idea of what's going to score high at a competition. And so instead of our riders coming into our competitions not knowing what we're looking for, we try and make it as objective and clear to them as possible. So check it out, guys. And yeah, the highest scoring trick, to answer the question, would probably be a doobie double loop that Hill just recently pulled off. I mean, that was insane. But yeah, it largely comes down to height, and I want to stress that the judges own the score. They completely decide. The system can recommend, oh, that's a 7, and the judges can go and give it a 10 if they like. Totally up to them.
Yeah, if you haven't checked that out, it's really a neat application that you can see into the scoring system here for the judges. And Mike, where can they find that?
backle.heatscoring.com/test scores. Interesting question here from Sandra Corsa. Is the water deep enough this year?
I think that we're getting word the wind has picked up quite enough where we're going to be going live with the women's heats in less than 10 minutes.
All right, sweet. That's awesome stuff, guys. Stoked we got an update there. So let me answer that question. For me, the water was deep enough last year already. You know, if you take off at like a sketchy point and the water is shallow, or let me take it back. If you're riding in Cape Town, you know that far out, like 20, 30 meters out to sea, the water's going to be relatively deep. But right in the shallows, you know the water's shallow, right? I mean, it's called the shallows for a reason. So if a rider goes and performs, say, a kite loop KGB like Aaron Hadlow did in King of the Air at Big Bay, and the water's ankle deep, and he crashes and breaks his whatever he breaks, that's on him. It's important that the riders are familiar with the conditions around them. So you might think, oh, that's really harsh, but we're talking about professional athletes who travel the world and do this for a living. And, you know, we have parts of Lagoon where, you know, you come up towards the beach and it's going to be shallow. It's not like a swimming pool where the pool's 2 meters deep all around. So I think I was a little bit, every now and then when people ask this question about the water depth, I'm like, it's so easy to point fingers at an organization and say, oh, they're running the competition in sketchy conditions. But it's also important to keep in mind that there are sections of a lagoon that are going to be shallower. And we make sure that where the riders take off is nice and flat, and where they should be landing is nice and deep. But that's the main thing. Where they take off, it's got to be flat. It's often going to be shallow, but where they land has got to be deep. And if somebody crashes right in the takeoff zone, I mean, there's only so much we can do about that. How can we have it both ways? You want flat water? It's got to be right up near the edge of the lagoon. So bit of tough one, easy to point fingers, and I think it's just it's good for people to keep in mind that these are pro athletes at the end of the day.
And they are informed in skippers meetings and several times throughout the notice boards as well.
Absolutely. Great communication going on about safety, and if anybody is ever feeling unsafe, they know to come straight to us.
Yeah.
When does the comp begin? It's going to be starting imminently, provided there is enough wind. You want to take some of these questions, bro?
I'm actually getting some info. The wind is fine.
All right.
Okay. Head judge says wind is fine. So to answer that question, in about 5 minutes or so, I think we'll see the start of the first heat for the women's division. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll be back with more real talk after the action.
Choo! Yeah.
Jimmy at Woodstock. Draw me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 'cause you got me rolling. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me rolling. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up running.
I like to wake up with a great view. I love a great breakfast.
And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. And cool people.
Hello my friend, welcome to Rajasthan.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
Hello everyone!
Welcome to Doma, Brazil. We have an exquisite restaurant, accommodation and kite school at one of the most beautiful kite spots in Ilha do Guajiru, Brazil. We look forward to welcoming you to our home.
If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
Best of the Big Air Kite League, of course. It's another beautiful day here in Tatajuba. The tide is just filling up the lagoon so that the riders can all perform their most epic big air tricks, and the wind is picking up nicely, so that's going to be guaranteed epic action. And we're very happy to see the female fleet also with a great turn up. Plenty of awesome girls came out to show what they've got in the big air discipline. So what the judges are looking for are 2 highest scores and then the third variety score to make up an overall score. the best big air riders in the world showing up here in Brazil to Tatajuba, an awesome lagoon, and can be called the kiteboarding mecca. This lagoon depends on the tide, so we have been waiting for the tide to fill in the lagoon, so it's big and deep enough to get to see some epic big air moves. And we have a beautiful fleet of female riders from all over the world, and soon we're gonna get on the way with the heat number 1. Was the sound better?
got me so messed up, don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way, find a way out. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out.
E aí, and welcome back. We have Mauricio of Kitesurfing World in the lounge today. How's it going, Mauricio?
This is an awesome event. It's so good to be here with the best riders of the world, seeing the crazy maneuvers on the sky. It's a great opportunity to be here. I'm so excited to be here. I'm feeling like a child at the first time with the best friends, where I love it, and I love talking about a lot of shit, and ask me more. I'm so nervous.
No worries, no worries. We're just here at Tatajuba, the sun is shining, the wind is on, comp is about to start, maybe 10 minutes, so stay tuned.
Yes.
And we're here with Mauricio. So your background in kitesurfing has been somewhat of an evolution. Now you come from a region of Brazil that is famous for not having any wind or ocean.
Yes. I was living in Brasilia and come to Fortaleza at 2015. I started my life in kite surfing because my father living in Cumbuco too. When I saw the first time the 200 kites in front of my house, I think this is the best place when I want to be. And then started the social media. Yes. But now, after 7 years, I have an off-road company to kite trips, personalized kite trips, only for small groups. And for this reason, what I'm here. I'm here to the championship, to the opportunity to see these guys around the world, what I always publishing the contents for these guys and knowing everybody personally. Man, this is so amazing for me because after 7 years at the party when I'm meeting Adriano Bono, hey, who are you? I am Adriano Bono. You are Adriano Bono. And Adriano Bono told for me, man, it's so good to know you personally. This is so special for me because I'm now near for the best riders of the world after 7 years just reposting. It's so, I'm feeling so honored to be here beside you Ray, you are so good person, and I love pão de queijo too. My family is from Minas Gerais. The best pão de queijo isn't from Rio de Janeiro, is for Minas Gerais.
Okay, I haven't been there yet.
Yes.
So what Mauricio is talking about are my famous pão de queijo reviews.
Yes, the king of the pão de queijo.
So they are Brazilian cheese balls. They are delicious.
Yes, the
best. And
apparently,
the best come from Minas Gerais, but that's not what I've been hearing. I think the Northeast
yes.
has some good pão de queijo too.
The pão de queijo is good in every place, including in the Europe. If you can make, I can share with you some techniques, receitas.
Recipes.
Yes, I will paste to you the best receita of pão de queijo of your life. You made your own pão de queijo in your house.
I've never made it, but I love eating it. And so this is so interesting that you've been running Kitesurfing World for 7 years.
7 years.
And as social media has been adapting and evolving, how are you adapting with that as well?
Yes, what's a long process, because when I take the idea, I either kite surfing yet. The people always told for me, "Are you crazy, man? You have a Instagram of kite surfing and you're not kite surfing yet?" Yes, because I was thinking on the target when I want to go. And now I'm here and I think everything is going okay, like I planned 7 years ago. Because I have now a company to kite trips, personalized. I'm here with my friends, always working together in all my soul, like everybody here. Always working, everybody's working first for the love for kite surfing, and we are here to engage, empowering. That's the way, because always want to share some video of the riders and collaboration. I put the hashtag Together Stronger, because I'm here to get strong for the market. That's the reason I'm here. It's just for love, so much love, because it was 7 years working on it.
Oh man,
7 years.
And it's really grown into, a central source of kiteboarding entertainment on social media and on Instagram.
Yes, I don't want to be, how can I say, presunçoso in Portuguese. But Kitesurfing World is one of the 5 most engage profiles of the market surfing market at the world. Yeah, the public was constructed 100% organic.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see the engagement. I am here to engage forces, because together is stronger.
Oh man, that's neat to see the motivation being pure passion and love for the sport.
By the way, I started at kitesurfing with 48 years. Now I have 53. And kitesurfing will go with my life until ever I can. In Kumbuku we have Germany. The name is Manfred. He have 70 years and is still kitesurfing. He has a posada in Kumbuku. 70 years. The bears is all white. And the guy passed with us on the ocean. Hello, hello. This is my project of life, to kite surfing my whole life. I love kite surfing. Live to kite, kite to live.
Kite to live.
I'm living for kite. I love kite surfing.
There's a resonance there. I can feel it for sure.
Yes, man. I love this game.
So tell me about these trips that you have.
Yes.
Based out of Kumbuku.
Yes.
Is this going up the coast, down the coast?
Yes. Normally we can do downwinds here, right? The most of downwinds starts in Kumbuku for the direction of the wind. Okay, but my services are something special, exclusively for small groups. I can organize some special kite trips for you and your friends for places you never know where these places are. The more exotic these places with the securities on the water and the comfortable car and you know the very exotic places of these awesome beaches of the Ceará, only for a small group for your security and the best hotels you can. I offering the hotels for you choose and let's go for kite surfing for enjoy awesome moments.
Amazing. Now, does this also include some techno experiences as well, or music, or festa? Of course. Okay.
Yes. The best parties with the best travels with the sunset parties at the end of the year. One of my ideas is to put some DJ who is a kite surfer, you know, Phil at the party. Yes. I always talking, Phil, you need to start kite surfing. Phil, you need to start kite surfing because he's a surfer. But don't start kite surfing. To put a DJ on the trips, for we have always sunset parties at the end of the trips.
Amazing.
Yes, and the best, how can I say, gastronomic food.
Yes.
The best food of all the stages of the travel.
Good
It's a
good music, good cuisine.
Yes.
Best kite surfing. The wind.
The best experience for the small groups.
Amazing.
Exclusively for I pump the kites, I organize the equipment, I put the security on the water. My car goes on the beach with water, drinks, fruits.
Amazing.
Yeah, and goes from Cumbuco to the Maranhão if you want. Lençóis Maranhenses.
And if someone is interested in booking this for a group of friends, where can they find more information?
Yes. Send an inbox message for me on Kitesurfing World, and always we are putting the WhatsApp there, and I will here, guys, to talk with you about the experience we can organize for you and your friends, your kite friends. I'm here to share these awesome places for you guys around the world. We are here to serve you with the best service of the Brazil, okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic experience for someone who's never been to Brazil before, or someone who's never seen that side of Brazil but has been many times.
Sometimes the people comes here and know the most popular places like Cumbuco, like Preá, but we have a lot of fantastic places, secret lagoons, secret spots. When the unique way you have to know is with the specialized service like we have.
Yes.
I'm living here about 7 years.
Yeah.
I travel these beaches every season. Então I know all the places, all the best places at the beaches we have here. Certainly, all security, all comfortable, and all the best parties and all the best gastronomy I know.
Amazing. Well, speaking of the best gastronomy, I think that we need to do a pão de queijo review in a little bit. If you guys think that we should do a Brazilian cheese bread review,
yes,
please
pão de queijo is awesome.
Yeah, post in the comments and
yeah.
I definitely need to have him on the Rai do Mundo no procura pão de queijo perfeito.
Maybe Rai do Mundo goes with a kite trip for me. Don't will fail with your pão de queijos. A lot of pão de queijos of your trip.
Oh my gosh.
It's a promise.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a promise.
It's on. You guys heard it. All right, that's so much to look forward to. And speaking of which, the action is just around the corner. We are going to be cutting now back to some drone shots and ads. So thank you so much, Mauricio, for
thank you
being
so much,
on.
Ray.
And make sure to check out everything that he's doing on Instagram and his kite trips. All right, ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
I like to wake up with a great view. I love a great breakfast.
And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. Ah, and cool people.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to La Ventana.
myself away, away, away. I cast myself away, away. I cast myself away, forgetting who I am, forgetting where I'm coming from. I cast myself away, away, away. I cast myself away, away. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm you in the rain? Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late.
Welcome. It was a little bit of waiting, but here we are underway with Heat 1 of the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League here in Brazil. We have an awesome female fleet. 12 riders showed up, ready to give it their all. They will be scored for their two highest scoring big air tricks, and they will get an overall variety score. The highest score that the riders can get is 24 points. That's a perfect score. So yeah, each trick can be scored 1 out of 10, and the overall score, the variety score, is 1 out of 4. So we have in this heat Ana Clara, Elzine Zijlstra and Carly Thoma. Now there is the yellow flag is up for Ana Clara. The riders will have a lycra. Ana Clara is in the yellow lycra, her flag is up, and she is pulling a nice kite loop here, landing it with some full power, full speed. height she was looking for, I think, but that's at least one scored attempt. Each rider get 6 attempts, and as soon as their flag goes up, now the green flag is up. That's Elsine Zijlstra to perform her trick. You have 20 seconds to take off, so there's definitely some time pressure. We are curious to see what she's going for. The tide is nice and high. This lagoon works on the tide, so we've been waiting for the tide to fill in the lagoon so it's deep enough. And then we were waiting for the wind a little bit. So thanks for sticking around. Here we have Elsine Zijlstra taking off, going for a boogie loop. No, unfortunately crashing that one for a very long butt check. It will be considered a crash, but I will leave that up to the judges. We have 3 judges sitting in the judging truck, and they're all very experienced riders, so they will see in fine detail which tricks are more difficult and should score higher. So that's a great thing here in the Big Air Kite League. Now we have Carly Toma all the way from Hawaii, riding her 7-meter. She's getting up in the air. She's pulling a nice kite loop, landing it clean. Also not the height she was aiming for, I guess, but one landed attempt, so that's good to get some scores up on the sheet. If you want to find out more about the scores precisely, you can go to buckle.heatscoring.com, and there you can follow each score live. And, it's also great to have the Surfer app to give us the height indication on the distance and the speed and the G-forces and that kind of stuff. Oh, bummer, another crash here from Ana Clara. Got some nice drone footage here from Carlos Robles. Epic flying going down, so to give us some better perspectives. Always adds nicely to the dynamics of the location and the action. So like I said, now the green flag is up, and she will have 20 seconds to take off. So there goes Carly Toma with a nice boogie loop. Yeah, keeping it together. So that's another score on her sheet. That's great. Again, it is not the strongest day of wind, so yeah, this is what it is. It's still suitable to ride. This is the first heat that we're trying out, so hopefully the girls can find the gust and still get some good air. This is Carly Toma, where the previous one was Zijlstra. Nice. That move as well, racking up the points. The yellow flag just went up again for Ana Clara, so again 20 seconds to find the perfect takeoff spot and bust out her best big air move. Not ideal, just a front spin with a tail grab. Not going to score that high. Brazil, kiteboarding mecca. Always epic to ride. This is basically just a hair dryer. The wind turns on every day from the same direction. Other days a bit stronger than other days, but yeah, definitely a lot of wind to be found here. That's why the best riders in the world came down for the TatajubaFest, the stop of the Big Air Kite League. And here we see Carla Toma. Oh, sorry, Elsine Zijlstra. I keep messing up. But she landed that back row kite loop nice, so that's gonna definitely get her some scores. Now we have Carla Toma with a nice boogie loop. I think she does that both ways, so that's really great. That definitely adds to the scores, and she landed this one clean again. Carly and Elsine being very close. They're all at 3 attempts now. And Carla Toma just 30 points ahead. Wow, that was a big crash. Couldn't stick it together on that landing, so she built forward, landed on her belly. I got a nice crowd on the beach here. Everybody supporting each other, cheering the riders on. So now we got Elsine Zijlstra. It's her chance to do another epic trick. Let's see what she's got. Looking at the drone behind her, it's like, well, that's getting close. She's waving. Probably not enough wind, or obstructed by another rider. If there's a rider in the zone, she will get some extra time. She can either help bring back a board and help the rider out of there, or yeah, here she will get some extra time to find her takeoff spot in the competition box. There she goes, full power. She sends it. Big straight kite loop and landing full speed. Aye, big butt check there. With a butt check, the judges will definitely deduct some points, according to how severe the butt check was. But yeah, that was not too clean, so don't think that will get her up to first place. She will have 2 more attempts left. Ooh, nice back roll kite loop from Carly Toma. There goes a 1-footer, landing it clean. Turn my phone off. So we have plenty of days here for the TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League, with some great support from some local companies who make this event possible. And a whole team to pull this off. It's definitely not easy to throw down an event here. Very difficult to run the stream and get everything set up here in the beach and in the wind and in the sunshine. Wow, nice Elsine Zijlstra there with a nice boogie loop. Very well controlled, nicely landed. Let's see what the judges think about that. But yeah, big up to the whole team and to all the sponsors for making this event possible. All the best riders in the world came down. So it's definitely a vibe out here, and this community is awesome. I've been loving seeing everyone and getting to meet some new faces. There's some shredders out here, and here we have Carly Toma from Hawaii. Her blue flag is up. She has the blue lycra, so this is her 20-second period to take off, to find the perfect gust. She is leading the heat right now, so hopefully she can keep up the good work. There will still be a variety score added, so that can also play a big difference in the final result. Let's see what she's got. Oh, back roll kite loop again. Oh, pretty close to the beach, but landing it nicely. She already did that, so for the variety score, not ideal, but let's check it out. Kiteboarder's dream to ride in Brazil, so if you've never been, definitely come check it out. It's epic doing downwinders here and visiting many different spots. up north there's a little bit more wind to be found, so upwind of, or up north of Fortaleza, along the coast. Beautiful, beautiful spots to ride. Zelstra now has her green flag up, so we're ready to bust out our next trick. Oh, she's going for the boogie loop. Oy, little butt check there, but quite a nice move. It's epic to see all the chicks looping and stuff as well. She's getting all stoked. Ew. Out with a switch boogie loop, just over rotating and almost landing on the beach. Whee! Giving some people a haircut there. Unfortunately, the wind's not strong enough, so we have to go to a little break, postponing the first. Postponing the start of the heat. I'll see you shortly. Stay tuned for more wind.
I am Fazenda Moreias, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Sierra. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreias.
Welcome to La Ventana.
Hello everyone.
Welcome to Doma, Brazil. We have an exquisite restaurant, accommodation and kite school at one of the most beautiful kite spots in Ilha do Guajiru, Brazil. We look forward to welcoming you to our home.
All right, here we are, back in the lounge after first round of women's division.
Yeah, so guys, the wind is pretty up and down today. Not really the conditions we have been getting recently in Tatajuba, and we're gonna just have to go with it and have some fun. So, change the plan. I've been wanting to run something. You know, we started the Big Air Kite League because there were so many good riders and there weren't enough competitions, right? We had King of the Air, we had Megaloop. Ray, it wasn't cool, right? So, yeah, we started with Backle, and now all of a sudden we got a bunch of competitions every year. Riders are getting shots to compete, but what about the sliders? What about the guys who are doing barefoot skis? What about Toby, bro?
We're in his hometown.
Dude, we got to get him up here. Kiteforum.com. Check it out, guys. Super cool. Anyway, so guys, what about the sliders? We got the Big Air Kite League. Thought about the other day, we need to start with the No Air Slide League. Nasal.
No air.
Guys, it's called Nasal. I think we're going to come at you live today with Nasal. We're going to have a slide off with best barefoot ski winning 200 euros as voted by judges. Best dark slide, 200 euros, bro. That's going to be the most expensive barefoot ski the world's ever seen. Dude, best dark slide. What else should we do?
Well, our hand drags, slides,
Hand drags definitely kind of slides. I mean,
or are they drags? But they're no air.
a hand slide?
Are they no air?
It's no air.
That's no air.
I think that the definition in the international rulebook of slides says that air is anything over 1.5 meters.
So yes, I think that hand drags will have to be allowed in this competition.
I think so too. And we have the king of transitions over here, Mr. Carlito Martinez. So I think it only makes sense to have a best transition. It'll be fun to see what this guy can do. I honestly don't think anybody can keep up with him. But guys, what do you think? Hey, let us know what you think in the comments. We're going to rally the riders together and put on a sick show for you. And we're going to see who is the Nasal Barefoot Ski champion for today.
Oh, wow. You heard it here. Mic dropping. Mic dropping the mic. All right. Well, we're going to go to the Nasal longest slide competition. Let's see what that looks like.
Choo!
but back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way.
Welcome to Alchymist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
right, welcome back to the lounge.
So guys, yeah, we've just started. We're probably actually on our second heat already of the No Air Slide League. It's going pretty well, a little bit chaotic out there. When you decide to launch a new league, there are a lot of challenges that you might not expect.
What
But
are judges looking for, Mike?
you know, it's up to them. We'd have to bring them in. I mean, what I'd be looking for was, what I'd be looking for is a lot of speed and distance in slides. For me, that's the most important thing. And definitely style. Like, if someone goes in a barefoot ski, you want to see like both feet like firmly pressed. You want to see like one foot lifting off the water, as can happen. You want to see that board like nice and a full like arm extended, like steezy.
Yes.
It's like intention, you know.
Yes.
So guys, it honestly is super chaotic out there. So we wanted to fly the FPV drone, but there are people riding all over the place, and we don't want to lose the drone and then not give you the awesome coverage we're going to be giving you tomorrow and the next day. So guys, thank you so much to everybody who's tuned into the stream. It's amazing to see so many people watching, even though we haven't had great kiting action today. And thank you so much to everybody for being patient and being stoked about what we're doing. I promise you the action is going to be absolutely insane when you do check in. The first division riders, bro, how was it watching those first division guys yesterday?
The show that they put on here in the lagoon just right after the second division riders, yeah, we're in for a treat.
It's going to be insane. So be patient with us. Tune in tomorrow to tomorrow's live stream. And yeah, otherwise, guys, anything to say? Just thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to Nash for hooking it up. And guys, over here, Nash Pivot, you can win a 9-meter pivot. And all you got to do is go to bigairkite.com/pivot. Be sure to go and enter that. Not to mention, you can also win other sick prizes. We've got some other cool giveaways going where you can win $3,600 of accommodation for you and your beautiful girlfriend, because we know you got beautiful girlfriends because you're kiters, and kiters are legends.
Or boyfriend.
Or boyfriends. That's cool too. So, anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in.
All right, that's it for today. We're signing off. Ciao, ciao.
Welcome to Alchymist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Whew, Nash is stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League here at the Tatajuba Kite Fest. We have a long history of big air kiting, having won the first 2 Red Bull King of the Airs here on Maui, the birthplace of big air riding, and boy has the sport come a long way since then. And we're all about it, you know, with the Pivot and the Phoenix. Big air is a big part of our DNA. And we're stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League that supports the riders to see where they can take kiting into the future. So yeah, rip it up.
That scoring system with that live scoring was incredible. And to be honest, that was a much better system than King of the Air's live scoring.
I think it's the #1 scoring system around, so definitely go check it out. Heatscoring.com.
I've got to give a massive shout out to Michael Erickson. He was there every second of it, watching the scoring from a distance and helping our judging team.